Milagro. Walay kataw-taw. Uh-oh. Talk to myself, he said.
Special counsel Robert Hurt brought up during questioning in an investigation into his handling of classified documents. Sources tell NBC News it was Biden, not the special counsel, that mentioned his son. The headline reads, Biden attacked Hurt for asking him when Poe died. That didn't happen, sources say. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's great. White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Fox News contributor. Hurt said that Biden had ultimately Biden last week in a very angry press conference, and I understand why he's angry. He says, how dare you bring that up? And then we find out he didn't bring it up. So did he forget that too?
So I was wondering, like, someone within the special counsel's office of investigation, what's he talking about? They felt compelled to go public with NBC because they broke the story late yesterday. But that's not true. Is it true? No. No. Tit for tat. Tit for tat. It's not that. It's bad for the president's retainer. The special counsel's report, particularly if it's erroneous, and it's problematic that they felt compelled. Let's look at this and let's go back. Their hearing is that is what the president said. First of all, it shows me not that they have the president angry.
Uy, what's the matter?
Frankly, that's not
Why you're opening the door?
That's like not really now doing this something that may not be totally accurate. So let me be honest with you. Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, I wasn't happy there. And I was wait a minute, you wrote about it in your book. You can keep and then the real didn't outlaws death on the internet. What was the big deal there? And so certainly I'm offended that they would ask me when my son died. I mean, come on, what's going on here? This is manufactured anger.
Yeah, the old Shakespeare thing of protesting too much. Hillary Vaughn
Right.
asked some Democrats, and I listened to another one this morning on another podcast, ABC News podcast. They had Mayor Pete on, asking him about Biden's mental fitness. Here are some members of Congress on the Democratic side and how they're answering the question to Hillary.
Special counsel's report. In the report, it said that President Biden is an elderly man with a bad memory. Do you think that President Biden is mentally fit for office?
That was a partisan report, and President Biden has been absolved of any criminal wrongdoing.
I think President Biden has proven himself to have a strong memory.
There's no doubt in my mind that the president is mentally fit for office.
No, not at all. He's sharp, he's fit, he's always answering questions.
The only person's mental health that I'm concerned about is Donald Trump's.
So all these Democrats, every Democrat from here on out, they're going to be asked about this all the time. And 86% of Americans in the ABC poll said they think the president is too old for office. I just wonder what you think about how these Democrats are going to get through the next several months.
Well, you're right. Not that 86% is in ABC. It's almost. The energy is the energy in NBC. 76% concerned that he has more than necessary mental and physical health to serve as secretary. So if I were them, I wouldn't be talking about this. I would be, whatever they say, he's fit, he's great, he's at the top of his game. That really aligns with, depending on how you phrase the question, 3 out of every 4 Americans, or nearly 9 out of every 10 Americans don't agree. So, this is not a health conversation for them, and they ensure that this thing is going to go on for one week. And the president out there is stirring the pot. Now it turns out to be a bit inaccurate, and how do you agree where his marriage goes? And we're speculate talking about whether or not President Biden is fit for a second term, and people already made decisions about it. He's very sick. Just heard him. He's sure he's always answering questions. I don't know what TV last one to wrap it up. Yeah. Well, remember, the last interview is October. The last news conference is November. Yeah, you're right about that. I apologize. Going to go downtown. Former President Trump.
Thank you very much. Everything that I've heard and read from legal scholars said there's absolutely no case here. It's not a crime. This is not a crime. And when you look at what's going on outside of the streets, violent crime is at an all-time high. I think it's very, very difficult to wake up the standard. The other thing, this case got thrown a week years ago. There was no case. They decided not to bring it. District Attorney Brandon said he doesn't want to bring this case. But it's not a crime. We're here for something that is not a crime. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. What it is non-cheating because it's being run by Joe Biden's White House. His one person was placed here in order to make sure everything goes right. This is a terrible time for our country. This is a real dark period for our country. This top person, Colangelo and some others, have been placed into the DA's office to make sure they do a good job of election interference. There's never been anything like this in the history of our country. With all of the state senators, I look outside, I look at the streets, it's so different from when I left New York. It's so different. It's dirty and it's crime-ridden. And today you walk down the street, you get bumped and you get shot. I'm running for election. Again, how can you run for election and be sitting in a courthouse in Manhattan all day long? I'm supposed to be in South Carolina right now, where other people are, and where, again, this is where I should be. I shouldn't be in a courthouse for something that virtually every legal scholar says they don't understand that there's no crime. Even if he was guilty of something, there's no crime. So I will say that enjoy it. It's a sad thing. It's a sad day for New York. They really do. Look, I love the city and I love this state. They have to focus on violent crime that's taking place outside. You have a new form of crime now. You have migrant crime. Migrants are trying to beat up our police officers. They're trying to do things that we've never seen before, actually. We are going to have a problem with, I call it Biden migrant crime, because you have millions of people came into this place, this country that has been so badly hurt, and they're doing things that nobody's ever seen before. So you have violent migrant crime, and they're after me for doing nothing wrong. You know, I paid almost $300 million in taxes over the period of time. $300 million. And they say, oh, let's get them out. You have people that, everything is politics in this city, including decisions and judges and everything else. It has to straighten out, and they have to focus on violent crime, not made-up crime. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. Thank you.
So there was the opening comment there, big friend, as he heads into court. Jonathan Turley, Carl Rover, riding shotgun, sit with us right now. Just want to let you know what's going on here. This is the case in New York that deals with the so-called hush money that then candidate Trump paid to Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal to the tune of $130,000 for one, $150,000 for the other, and then paid his former attorney, Michael Cohen, $420,000 for the work that he did. People consider this to be what they call a catch and kill, right? You write a check, you pay for their silence, they get nothing in return other than the money. So that's the case in New York. This is the case now in Fulton County, Georgia, all right? That is Judge Scott McAfee, and he's got a doozy on his hands. All right, in Fulton County, you've got Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, who have this alleged secret relationship, and then she helped hire him as a special prosecutor to look at this RICO charge against Trump and what was in the beginning, 19 others, I think?
17, yeah, 17 or 19 now.
A few have dropped out since then, pleading guilty, etc.
Including Sidney Powell, who was one of the president's main lawyers in that election.
So the question before the court is whether or not this was proper or improper, and if the judge rules that it was improper, you have to ask yourself, what happens in this case now, and to whom is it assigned?
It's very interesting because one of the defendants in the case, he was the one who heard a rumor that Fani Willis and Nathan Wade were having a relationship. His lawyer, she's from there in Georgia, she said, that's her right there. She said, let me check this out. Turns out, looks like she was right.
Yeah, and a lot of the New York cases, we've had a camera go in, spray the room, and leave. But in Georgia, you've got cameras in the courtroom, so long as the judge deems it possible, and he has in this case. Jonathan Turley, what is more critical today? The hush money case in New York or the Fani Willis matter in Atlanta, Georgia?
Well, I would have to say that potentially the hush money hearing in New York is more significant because the judge is going to have to decide whether this case can go forward. Quite frankly, the New York case by Alvin Bragg is the most clearly political in my view. It's been criticized by people on both the left and the right. After all, this was a theory that even the former lead prosecutor rejected. Bragg himself didn't want to move forward, and then the pressure built to bring this case. And the question is how the judge is going to deal with that. Prosecutors have the advantage in these hearings. They're given a lot of deference. Many of the objections turn on facts, and anything that's a fact question is likely to go to trial because the court does not want to render fact decisions at this juncture. But Trump is making some important questions here. I mean, one of them is selective prosecution. I think this is clearly selective prosecution by Bragg. I don't think I honestly don't see how you view it any other way. The problem is how you can make that case legally. Judges tend to avoid selective prosecution rulings because they don't want to get into the motivations of prosecutors. But as for Georgia, having this split screen for Trump is golden. That is, he's conveying how this is part of his Where's Waldo existence, that they're pulling him from state to state, keeping him running from pillar to post, and you have these really questionable Democratic operatives, in his view, who are behind these cases.
Well, and let's talk about the New York case for a moment. I mean, wasn't that case considered really ridiculous, for lack of a better word?
I do. Yeah.
Right.
I don't think there is any other word in my view. I think it is
even
ridiculous.
liberal commentators thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying to.
Boy,
There
you
comes a
didn't
point
park your
when you
car
try too
good
hard. And this is that
for my
point,
space.
that what Bragg is doing is bootstrapping an alleged federal crime and converting it into a state prosecution.
I want my
That's a
space
crime that the
here.
Department of Justice did not find grounds to prosecute. But Bragg, that didn't stop Bragg. He's using that claim of a federal election for violation, referred to repeatedly, as part of this effort to conceal. So it's a very odd type of prosecution. Even though this provision has been used in past cases, I don't know of any case like this one that bootstraps a federal offense of that kind.
So what the judge is going to do here is try and figure out. Now, Bonnie Willis may be on the stand today, and we may
I
be
am here for that.
we
Believe
may be
me.
watching it together. As we await the first witness, is Carl still with us? Carl Rowe, down in Austin. Carl, Turley just touched on something there about this New York matter, about Alvin Bragg bringing it. It's 8 years later, right? The accusations were out there in 2016. The checks were cut in 2016. We're in 2024. And the point that Jonathan just made is that Trump gets what he wants, and that's a split screen, 2 courtrooms, 2 different jurisdictions, 2 different states. Politically, how does that play in this campaign?
Well, it depends on how it all plays out, but the idea that you heard it in his remarks, this is an attack on me, this is election interference. I'm not a lawyer, let alone a legal scholar like Jonathan Turley, but the Bragg case in New York strikes me as an overreach. The feds, as he said, looked at this issue of campaign finance violation and said, no, it's not there. But let's not kid ourselves. There's a reason why the former president is attempting to get on television and lay out his argument, and that is he's not losing by a whole lot. If you look at the Real Clear Politics average, right now, on the average of the recent polls, he's up 45 to 43.9. That's a 1.
I'm too close. What's that? Is it what? I forget. Nobody's there yet?
No, I don't think so.
You lock it? Wait, that's dirty, Daddy.
I don't think so.
That's very
I know
dirty.
I got it. I'm gonna throw this in the trash can.
What?
This cardboard, these folders, you wipe down and use.
You?
Huh?
Walk down you? Honey, you're going later for judo? How can I I'm gonna leave my jacket here. What?
Marie's back there.
Oh, Marie is already there?
Yeah, she called. You got a key to get in
What key?
to the door? Or I'm leaving. If you need something.
Oh, I'm gonna open here.
You see your new bicycle?
Huh?
You see it?
Yeah, I saw the bicycle. What is that?
It's over there in Cherry Hill laying alongside the road for the last 3 days. So I said, there's you a bike that fits your size.
For Jacob?
Not for you.
How about Jacob?
Well, he's got a nice one down if he'd ride it.
He don't. I told you he wants the regular. Is that regular?
No, that's a speed. Shift gear shift.
Open.
I'll see you later. Bye.
See you later, alligator. Hello, Miss Marie.
What are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Are you feeling better?
Yeah, I'm a lot better.
That's good. Hala, my God. Where's that? What happened, Miss Marie? What happened to you?
Oh, my breathing got off and I had to go to the doctor. And she laid me off until today.
But you're okay to work.
Yeah, she gave me some more medicines to help. I have to take a breathing treatment 3 times a day. So I'm gonna be leaving about 12 o'clock, I won't take that. Before I go to the job.
What is that? Result?
Well, I got COPD, baby. It's only yesterday.
This is for today. Oh my God.
That's my uncle. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, no. That's what I told them, that they have to put names so that, because on the other day, the lady, did you get 5 o'clock?
Yeah, I got it.
Jones, Lindsay,
Yes, sir.
Saturday.
Yeah. I got 2 for Saturday, 1 for Sunday.
Oh, you are next weekend, this weekend is yours, right? So you're gonna be in Saturday and Sunday?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That's great. Who opened the door, Miss JC?
I unlocked.
Huh?
I unlocked.
time.
Barnes said that you got 4 shots.
Mm-hmm. What each hip.
What is that?
One of them was antibiotic. One of them was a steroid. One of them was a pain shot. I don't know. And all tested.
4 shots. Are you feeling better after that? God.
Yeah, I was supposed to not come back today, because I come back last night.
Did it look fine? Did it?
Mine ain't no rag. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You know how this is laying like this? It ain't been done. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's, I used to, buy. I found that I saw this one, I gave it to him, he said, it's not, what happened? Remember, it found the, you need to buy that, hey,
Well, that's what I was trying to figure out.
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because I think I've got slippery up there. And I knew that we needed to start whatever we wanted to make the house. But I know we could make it twice. And,
This person, yeah, oh, no.
we can file that one, yeah. Right, so being that he wouldn't accept it, he would not. The reason that I'm mentioning putting the date on, and I don't remember the girl's name the other day, Jerry or something like that, last night. Been getting deals through, and I didn't see them last year, so I didn't know if they came here this year or last year, but what I was telling Jess is I wouldn't, all 3 of those customers were given for free, so we actually lost them.
Yeah.
And was thinking that, because I think, was hers this week or last week? I was sitting there looking.
Last week.